This morning on Today Food, we are making the most of this spring weather by cooking out here on the plaza. Jerome Grant here, executive chef. Yeah, big hand, executive chef of Sweet Home Cafe and the new National Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C. Good to see you.
Pleasure seeing you.
We've heard great things about you. We're excited that you're here. Before we get to the recipe, my understanding is that the food is designed to be an extension of the mission at the museum.
Yes, it is. Our cafe is actually an edible exhibit. You know, we coincide with our foodways exhibit that we have upstairs and really tell the stories of African American people through our foodways and through our food.
So let's make this dish.
Yes.
First of all, these pork chops, my goodness, what kind are we talking about?
So you got nice center cut porterhouse pork chops right here. You can relatively use any kind of pork. You can use a whole pork, boneless pork loin if you like, or even a tenderloin. But you know, the real key is into the brine. So what we've done is we've taken buttermilk, a little bit of oil.
This is the most amazing pork chop I've ever had in my life.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you.
So good.
Dylan Dreyer just interrupted our segment to compliment you on the finished product.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh man, we'll add a little hot sauce to it.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Some honey, just to kind of sweeten it up.
And try this.
And how long, Jerome, do we let this marinate?
12 to 24 hours.
Okay.
Generally, I go overnight with it, just to really kind of bring in a lot of the flavors and also
How
help seal a lot
much
of moisture.
garlic is that? That's a lot of garlic.
Oh, it's a lot of garlic. The thing is, we're not bringing any heat to this, so we want to really just scent the buttermilk with the garlic. So we just lightly smash it, add it right in there, and a good amount of salt.
All right. So this is, if you're on a diet, this is not your dish.
It's always somebody's dish, even if you're on a diet. And then we throw a little pork in there,
It's all protein.
and then we'll let that go overnight.
All right. So we take it from that overnight. We're on the grill here, where we're actually grilling the pork chop. How long on each side? I mean, this is a pretty thick cut of meat.
This is a pretty thick cut of meat. Generally, we'll move it around, so it'll take about 20, 25 minutes, but we'll get some marks going and kind of move it around to find our sweet spots on the grill.
And how can you tell when it's done?
Generally, just take a thermometer. I generally go for about 135 to 140 degrees internally.
All right. So there's the chop on the grill. Here's the finished product.
Yes.
These are some beautiful looking pork chops.
Super beautiful.
In addition to the pork chops, you also brought along some salad as well.
Yes.
Tell us
So I
about
like
the
to
salad.
serve this with like a nice spring in the summertime grilled asparagus and corn salad. Down in DC, we get super sweet corn from the Eastern Shore, and it's like almost like starchy candy, man. You know, you add a little char to it. So what we've done is we charred it off, grill it off, cut it right off the cob. Just a little bit of lime juice to kind of balance out the sweetness. A little bit of salt, toss it together, and it's just a simple, straightforward salad.
And I see some red onion in there as well. And that's it.
And that's it right there.
Craig, you have to try this.
I am going to dig in right now.
The salad is really good.
I have
salad
never
is
known
amazing.
Dylan Dreyer to interrupt.
I would have interrupted for the salad too.
So Jerome, how did you become a professional chef?
I always enjoyed cooking. Then I found myself at the American Indian Museum working with restaurant associates.
Yeah.
And what we've done is actually transform museum dining around the world. And then I set it as a goal for myself to be at the African American Museum.
That's a winner.
Isn't it amazing?
That's a winner.
Oh my goodness.
Could you make this with a thinner cut pork chop?
Yes, you can, but it's not as fun, you know?
I know this is.
This is like amazing.
This is like 3
I
meals.
keep using the same
Jerome,
adjective. But
thank you so much for joining us today. If you'd like to get that recipe yourself, you can head to today.com/food for more.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.